Hey guys, how's it going? So today's texture pack is called the World of Warcraft texture pack and is based on the Mist of Pandaria expansion set. And as some of you know, I am an ex-World of Warcraft player, or an on and off World of Warcraft player, like right now my World of Warcraft series. Whoa! Why is it that I always burp when I'm recording? But right now my World of Warcraft series are on pause, mainly because it's kind of hard for me to pay for something like that, and then, you know, have school going on, and, you know, car issues and all that stuff. But hey, you guys know. So anyways, this texture pack is actually very strong, but it's actually somehow extremely smooth for somebody that uses my laptop and the specs that it was in. As you can see in the previous texture pack review that I did, I was using a short render distance, which is surprising me because I'm always on tiny. So I'm using tiny render distance on all my reviews, but for some reason I forgot that the previous one was on short render distance. I'm not too sure how many of those videos I did, but I'm trying to show you guys the full, the full potential of how many frames I can get, and apparently I'm only able to get this much. So anyways, let's check out this review. Let's check out this texture pack with me reviewing it, is what I should say. And another thing you guys should always know is that I always use Optifine. There is some things that I would say you should probably use with mcpatcher. This texture pack seems like you might want to use mcpatcher, but this is how it looks like with Optifine. Now, let's just start off with the review. I mean, there's actually so right here we have the wooden fence and the wooden gate. Look at the texture designs put into this thing. It's a 128 by 128 texture pack, so of course there's going to be some realism and some similarities, or trying to look similar to the World of Warcraft game itself. Maybe not like terrain wise, but the grass and dirt terrain still look pretty cool. As you can see, I'm standing on top of the grass, and you can see the little texture designs put into it. Somewhat, right? Maybe if I don't zoom in so much, you can just see it like this. So right here's the grass and dirt terrain. Right here's the dragon egg, which looks and kind of reminds me of Cataclysm. You know, the little freaking giant dragon that you see in the game. But hey, maybe if you've never played World of Warcraft, I believe it's already too late to get most of the games for, like, I think it was 70 or 75% off. But whenever there's a deal, I highly recommend you guys try it, or at least try out the demo, do the little trials. I personally find it fun, and it was a great game that I spent a good amount of years playing. So right here we have the end stone, and then here's the portal to the end. Just look at the things surrounding you. That's actually really cool. Let's check it out. So right here we have the bedrock. Actually, it's the obsidian. It's just funny because it's so dark and so dim that you can barely see it, but this is the obsidian that I'm standing on. And now let's fly over here and check everything else. So right here we have the enderman. What I do love about the enderman and the end stone is the fact that it's actually very bright. And bright in the sense that it's not so dark and dim like we usually see the end. But here's the enderman. Look at this thing. Hey, how's it going? I think he's like kind of shiny here and there. But this is the dragon egg. I mean, the dragon egg. Here's the ender dragon. That guy look crazy. Look at the wings. Oh man, he kind of reminds me of that dragon, of Deathwing, in a way. That's actually very, very cool, the way the wing texture design's put into it. Is he coming this way? Yes, he is. Look at this thing. That's awesome. So this is pretty much how everything is looking inside the end. And now let's check out the overworld. Right here we have the iron bars and the sugar canes. The realism put into this thing is actually insane. Right here we have the cobblestone, the stone, the diamond, the gold, the iron, the coal, the lapis, and the redstone. Now, there is some crazy things going on with this texture pack, which is, what I would like to start off with is the iron, the way it looks. Now right here is obviously the gold, but it's actually somewhat of a green texture, like too much green that it looks like it's an emerald ore. And I'm just lost, it's kind of like difficult for me because you might get confused, but I found a way that you can somehow tell the difference between the two. Now, if you look closely at this block, you'll see that blue little thing there? Yeah, I guess that's a way for you to be able to tell that it's diamond and not an emerald block, but it's still alright. But we'll see the difference between the emerald and the diamond blocks itself at the other side when I show you guys the emerald. Right here is we have the gold, and I believe that was the iron, and that's the coal. And here's the lapis, and here's the redstone. What I do find weird is how the iron is colored orange. But then again, I don't remember veins in World of Warcraft doing that. But I mean, this is creativity, So right here we have the bedrock. And then here's the blocks, the iron block, gold block, diamond block, and lapis block itself too. And then we have the stone, the moss stone, the clay, bricks, nether bricks, soul sand, obsidian, all that good stuff, just right there. Right here are the glass blocks itself, Then here's the wood block trees, and then there's the dirt, the sand, the sandstone, the gravel, the cobweb, the sponge, the wood block itself, the pumpkin, mycelium, TNT, and the jack-o'-lantern. I do love the way the TNT looks. It's actually very, very cool. I actually do like it. I don't know what you guys are saying. So right here we have the nether rack, and then right here we have the pumpkins as if they were rooted to the ground. Just look at the texture design looks when it's being, you know, when you're about to like plant something, or harvest is what I should say. That's actually really cool. Right here we have the wheat, and then we have the nether fence. We actually give it some kind of texture detail that it's actually like a living organism, which is actually really cool. And then right here we have a closer look at the obsidian and the nether portal itself. That's actually very interesting. Now let's check out the nether. And right here we have the nether. As you can see, even the zombie pigmen have some textured details. Look at this guy. He's actually going crazy. Look at the sword. That looks crazier. But look at the texture put into this thing. The realism effects that it has. It's actually really cool. And then right here, again, this is pretty much the nether. You got your glowstone, your soul sands, and all that stuff. Here's the lava flowing. It's actually really cool. And I believe there was always a blaze. Oh look, is that a magma cube? That is a magma cube. Let's check it out. This is the magma cube. You see the face? Has a face. Right here we have the blaze, with a little creepy face. I don't want to find the ghast because they do scare me. I always talk about how much I hate ghasts because that stupid little crying sound they do, like it's just like I want to punch it in the face, and then I'll give it something to cry. Yeah. So what I do gotta say about this texture pack so far is it's actually really cool and it's very interesting. The way the feel is, the way the looks are, it just makes me wish I was playing World of Warcraft again. That game was so much fun. To this very day, it's still a fun game for me to play. Let me just stick back to the review. There's so many memories in that game itself. So right here we have the wood tree. We have the leaves also there. We have your spruce tree and the leaves also again. And then there's the birch. And then there's the jungle tree, which actually give it that Mists of Pandaria feel. Look at that thing. Like it's carved into little miniature waves. And then there's the vines. And the sun is going down. The sun is also circular, by the way. Very circular. And now let's go over here and let me just change the time back to 0. And then here's the water. As you can see, the water has an amazing detail effect. Imagine playing this like with the extreme potential with mcpatcher. You're playing it on fancy settings. Throw shaders in there. One day I'll be able to show you guys a texture pack review like that. So right here we have the slime. Pretty cool. Right here we have the lever, the redstone repeater, which actually have little symbols on it, which is actually very cool. Right here we have, I think that was the soul sand. And then here's the, right? Soul sand, glowstone? Yeah, I think it was. And then right here, the redstone torch and the power rail. Here's the furnace, which actually look like it's made from, you know, the location from where the panda questing was when you're at level 85. Right here's the enchantment table. Mostly used anvil, partly used anvil, and freshly new anvil. Then here's the wood block, the jungle wood block that you get, and here's the jungle wood block itself. Right here is the emerald block, which looks amazing because it looks all crystallized and stuff. And then right here we have the emerald ore, and then the emerald design in the middle. Here's the ender chest, which doesn't seem to have been changed, but here's the, I think, chiseled stone. See, I told you guys I wasn't gonna get it right this time. Chiseled stone, or chiseled stone, whatever you call it. So GUI has been changed, and of course items themselves, and I believe the fonts has been, I don't think the font has changed actually, now that I think about it. But the GUI has. As you can see on the bottom, it's like little backspaces for you guys that actually play World of Warcraft. This is actually really cool. A little bit of a nostalgia feel for me, because I haven't played it in a little while. And by a little while, I mean like, I think it was like 2 months. Right here we have the snow paints around the gravel. And now let's check out the items that are inside the picture frames. You know, for your milk, your feminine spider eye, I think that's what it was called, picture frame, slime ball, bottle enchantment, magma cream, music discs, and mob eggs with question marks on it, which is actually really cool. And some items that haven't seemed to have been finished. I think you need mcpatcher for that one. I'm not too sure because I believe this texture pack is already finished. So right here we have the cobblestone wall, and then we have the moss stone wall, which is actually really cool because it's actually looking like it's covered in moss stone. And moss, I mean. Right here's the pot. Here's the wolves. Hey, how's it going? And then right here we have the skeleton, the creeper, your Steve skin, your zombie, your wither, and your beacon. And now let's check out the mobs. Let's check them out. So right here we have the wolves. We have the wolves. And then right here we have the villagers, which look like... Huh, they kind of look familiar. Well, at least this one does. But these are the villagers. These are the villagers. Right here we have a slime with the mushrooms, chilling like a villain. Right here we have the chickens. And right here we have the pigs. One's with the saddle and one isn't with the saddle. Right here we have the sheep. And then right here we have the chocolate cows. I'm just kidding, they're just regular cows. But because, oh look at that guy, he has a cape right there, it's a creeper face. But now let's check out the, the mobs that have been changed. I did see the skeleton, and now let's check this out. It was skeleton, creeper, zombie, and I think that was just mainly the two that I wanted to check out. Alright, so let's check out the skeleton. I'm gonna spawn a few because I do love the way these things look. We just punch them out of the little areas. So right here we have the skeletons. If you see the texture design that's put into their bows, it's actually really cool. A lot of realism. A lot of realism, or at least close enough to look like the video game itself. And then right here we have the zombies. Let me spawn a few. This is actually really cool. That one seems to have been... Oh no, that one's wearing armor. My mistake, that one's wearing armor. But yeah, he's wearing armor. And now let's check out the creeper. Let's check this baby out. So right here we have the creeper. I was trying to spawn more, hoping, different color would come out. But yeah, this is the creeper. This is an awesome creeper. Look at the detail that's put into this thing. It looks ugly. It looks like a swamp monster. You ever seen those things? Like, just regular swamp monsters? Yeah. Yeah. So now let's check out the rest of the stuff. From your iron slabs, your stone slabs, your roses, your torches on the left and right. And look, they have little fire animations going on in them. That's actually really cool. So redstone torches at the very end. Your lighter color of wool on the left side. And your darker color of wool. And now here's the ladders. And then again, more slabs. More slabs. And then right here we have the stairs. Here's a sign that just says water on it, and here's the water. It's not fast flowing, it's just smooth flowing, which is actually really cool, and that probably explains why this texture pack is running really smooth for me, which I'm actually a little curious about actually. Here's the minecart. It's made out of, it looks like it's made out of wood, and partial pieces are looking like they were made out of like iron and stuff. But that's the minecart. It has wheels on the bottom. Even the rail looks pretty cool. And then the boat looks even more like it's made out of wool, and it does have some little small circular textures around the little blocks itself. And right there we have the cactus, which look like actual thorns sticking out, which is actually really cool. Kind of reminds me of the whole orc building back when I used to play Warcraft 3. So right here we have the wooden pressure plates, and then we have the trapdoors, stone pressure plates on top of the moss stones. And then here's the iron door and the wooden door with both amazing detailed design put into these things. Look at this. The wooden door has a freaking dragon or a serpent. And right here again, here's another picture which appears to be, I think it was like a troll. I'm not too sure. I completely forgot, but it looks familiar. Again, here's the fire animation. Here's the lava flowing and the still lava, water. I believe that picture is supposed to be the Eye of Ender. That, or it's the Eye of, I think it was like Cathal, I think. That's how I'm pronouncing the name, I'm not too sure. And then here's the redstone wiring. The rails, power rails, all that good stuff. Glass panes, piston. Again, I still have to figure out the whole sticky piston glitching out thing, which is actually very strange. And look, aww. And then right here we have the bed. It looks comfy. It looks so comfy. Look at the blanket. It looks like it's smooth and silky. It's awesome. Right here we have the bookshelf design. It's actually really cool. The brewing stand and the cauldron itself. Just look at the water. It's freaking epic. And then we have the cake, which has a smiley face. But everyone knows that the cake is a lie. But it looks like it's 3 layers of cake. Tres leches, maybe? Maybe, huh? So right here we have the music blocks, which have the symbol of the Horde, which I now play on because, long story short, my friend promised me more raiding and more endgame content if I grabbed my human warlock and send it to the Horde to become either an orc, a freaking undead, or a blood elf. I know what you're thinking. I should have gone with the undead or the orc. No, I went blood elf because I was a huge fan of the blood elves back in Warcraft 3. A lot of you guys think it's because of the whole freaking hairstyles and stuff. Okay, maybe a little bit, but still, I picked a freaking blood elf because I can silence you. And plus, I look better. in my opinion. So right here we have the music blocks, and then the music player for the horde, and then right here is the chest. Here are the items, the leather, the iron, and the chain. Here are the weapons themselves. Look at the diamond pickaxe. Let me just, before I show you them, here's a diamond, iron ingot, gold ingot, coal, raw pork chop, cooked pork chop, flint, you know, all that good stuff. Right here we have the clock, the compass, the snowball, bone meal, music disc, splash potions, eye of ender, and ender pearl. Fermented spider eye, that's what it was called, fermented spider eye. So let me just press F1, and let me show you guys the axe. Look at this thing, the way the whole detail is on the right side of the screen. Look at this sucker. Look at this thing. Damn, so much detail is put into this. It's actually really amazing. I actually do love this. This is actually really cool. Let me put this back in here. And now let me grab out the diamond armor and gold armor to show you guys. Diamond. Let me grab the gold. Here we go. And now let's just go in here and equip it. Now as you can see, inventory wise, your GUI has been changed and it looks amazing. In my opinion, this is the most detailed inventory GUI that's ever been seen, or from the, at least from the texture packs that I've come across. Maybe I probably went too far that I've ever seen, but still, I've only seen so many texture packs. So again, here's the gold armor from the back view, and here it is from the front view. Pretty cool, right? And now let's check out the diamond armor. Let me just F1, F5. Here's the diamond armor from the back side, and here it is from the front side. Looks pretty cool, right? I mean, in my opinion, it looks pretty epic. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and hopefully you guys enjoy this texture pack. It's actually really cool, and it's based on one of my favorite MMORPG games of all time. I've been playing this game since I was like, okay, I'm not that old, but it was back in like 2005, 2006 when I first started to play, you know, World of Warcraft itself. I remember trying out like little demo betas and all that stuff from like other friends who were able to try it. I think it was a demo or a beta. Either way, I saw videos of it and I just kept up to date with it. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for the support. It really means a lot to me that you guys are actually, you know, enjoying the texture packs. I did see comments of people and messages of people saying, like, talking about when I'm going to be able to show you guys in a farther render distance. Again, thank you guys so much for liking the videos, commenting, favoriting, and suggesting texture packs or mods that I should come across. That's actually really cool, and honestly, I'm actually very glad that you guys enjoy the content that I've been showing you on my channel. I'm actually glad of that, because if I wasn't able to, you know, get your attention there, it would have sucked if I couldn't keep your attention forever. And yeah, anyways, you guys, take it easy, be safe, have a good week. I know it's still Tuesday, still meaning it's still too early for the week. I kind of wish it was Thursday or Friday or something. But yeah, anyways, make sure to follow me on Twitter if you guys want to just send me stuff, just talk or whatever. I don't really know what you guys normally do on Twitter. I use it just like as a diary reference or something. And maybe follow me on Instagram, see me take pictures of like what I'm eating, because that's apparently what Instagram's all about, what I'm doing. I don't know, just whatever. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, those names are in the description below. So hopefully you guys enjoy this texture pack. Again, it is a 128 by 128 texture pack, I believe, right? I think I said that correctly. Let me just make sure, because I don't want you guys getting the wrong information. Yes, it is true. It's the 128 by 128 texture pack, and it's available for Minecraft 1.4.7. I hope you guys are excited for 1.5, because I sure am. And yeah, anyways, you guys, take care. Peace out. So whoop! Alright, so there was one thing that I did forget to mention, because there was something in the texture pack itself I forgot to review within the first couple of minutes of the review, is the fact that since I'm playing it in tiny render distance, as you can see here, the sky is completely clear. I have the clouds on, but the sky is completely clear. Now when I go into short, you still don't see anything, but check this out. When you go into, right, the moment you hit normal is when you're able to see the cloud effects in the background of the texture pack. As you can see all around, these are the clouds of the texture pack. They will be around the area when you hit normal render distance, but you know, I'm only able to show you guys how it looks like in tiny render distance. So I apologize if you guys are thinking there was something missing, or you saw something in the pictures and it showed that. But this is pretty much what it does. The moment you hit normal render distance is when these effects will come out. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you guys enjoy the review and enjoy this texture pack itself. I mean, just look at this beautiful scenery. Imagine me able to play this in far render distance. That would be pretty cool for me one day. But one day I'll be able to show you guys an extreme texture pack review with like shaders and all that good stuff put in there. So again, thank you guys so much for the support. I hope you guys enjoy the review, and sorry for not mentioning this a little earlier.